rules.
Nice D-ward there by Secret. Of course, you saw the nice ward bro being spammed by Liquid as they do get D-warded. All right, so our top lane matchup, the Secret did do a bit of a swerve. They picked up the Sand King. They're like, here's our offlaner, here's our offlaner. Boom, it's a 4-position. We're actually at Beastmaster instead. Do you like this? Do you think that swerve is actually going to be good for Secret?
I mean, I love Beastmaster. I think it's underpicked. Yes, we removed Necro. Yes, the Ags was nerfed, but the hero itself got a ton of buffs. Look at that base damage of the Bracer, 68 damage. You are one of the only offlaners that is actually like more base damage than a Void. That's insanity. They are gonna initiate on him,
it is
but he should be
crazy.
paying. Yeah, the hero just lanes super well. I think the HOD, the Vlads, the Solar Crest, all these items are still built quite nicely. It's just a question of how well can you do in lane. I think Fogged was correct. You should have a little bit of concern. A Sandstorm level 1 Sand King, not exactly the ideal laning partner as a 4 position.
Yeah, I was going to transition to that. You're talking about how Beastmaster's so good. His stats are great. Look at his damage. It's amazing. But Sand King as a 4 position is the downside, right? That is not a good laning support for you at all. And it is beginning to cost Zai a bit as he is constantly being forced away from the creep wave.
Yeah, bottom lane as well. Secret should have an edge. Just the AAPA spam is quite tough to deal with, although I expect Koifa's wand will certainly pay dividends. He's really disciplined about that. All the Liquid guys are. If it's a lane that's good for a stick, almost all of them are going to pick one up. In fact, Taiga even started the game with one. My concern in the top lane is when you think about Beastmaster dominating lanes, it was with a more aggressive partner, you know, like the Dazzle Beastmaster of old. Sand King, this isn't really what you're looking to have him, your partner, do. You want to be trading hits against this Void. Beastmaster can't do it by himself, but I guess he can at least kind of poke iNSaNiA.
And if it's going okay now, it should get better as time goes on, right? Like Sand King, the problem with Sand King as a support is he just sucks level 1. But you get him to level 3, level 5, and his power spikes start helping win the lane a little bit. What about our mid lane matchup? This is going to be a fun one.
That's the one I've been watching.
Nisha versus Sumail. Puck versus Leshrac. Yeah,
it's again, we've seen this a few times. Puck has a tough time manning up on runes because if you get caught in Edict range with no orb, you just feed. You have such limited base armor, but you have more base damage and you have a much more effective time hitting your opponent with your nuke. And 10 damage in the mid lane is a pretty significant add. And you also obviously can juke the auto attack. Lesh stun is pretty easy to dodge as well with the phase shift. So expect Nisha to pull ahead. But then Sumail should have an easier time accelerating, farming stacks, pushing the lane later on.
And it's a bit like a DK is Sumail.
Yeah.
In a bit low. It's a bit like the DK versus Puck matchup, right? Stack the hard camp when he made that rotation over.
But this is nice. Yapsor, you see him, he's finding the stacks that were placed up top.
Nice.
There is a ward. Defensive ward place because they wanted to protect
Mickey over and everything. They really want to punish Yapsor for this, and they're going to go for it. He's going to be stuck here, taking a lot of damage, but does have the Burrow Strike onto 2, going the other direction, away from Mickey, but is too slow to be able to stay ahead of them. Should be dying here. iNSaNiA gets the kill. It's remarkable that they actually had
cost on activating the hood down to just 60, but you can get restored 400, which is the block that would then be absorbed. So it actually turns his mana pool into close to 1300.
Now, one problem Liquid may have is, well, they won't have a problem killing Yapsor. It's looking like he's just nuked down. I was going to say the Beastmaster. Beastmaster did take his tower, is beginning to assert
and Mickey all farm happy. Koifa is pretty content. He's got his Blink Dagger Arcanes. He's ready to either make moves or become an Empower bot. Meanwhile, Secret kind of in this 3-core style. The PA needs some more time to come online. Also going for a slower build. Has to buy the Battle Fury. He doesn't get the built-in Empower. Nice RP.
Straight up RP. They also had the Fortune's End to be able to lock Nisha in place a little bit longer, but it wasn't quite what Koifa was hoping for because he didn't get the skewer. May not matter though. Time dilation, and Puck's not going anywhere.
Yeah, they brought plenty of heroes, but not potentially even using buybacks if it's necessary to turn a fight.
Well, a team fight that may just be good enough for Secret to take is one around the Roshan pit. The nice Ice Blast like that. It is dwindling, though. Nisha's just kind of poking at. The Apps are going to go for the kill, though. Mickey is going to survive ever so barely. Meanwhile, we've got Zai, who's going to be run down by Sumail. Doesn't have an out here. Yapsor is being nailed by Taiga. Shot after shot. A Chronosphere catching Matumba Man and saving Taiga's life for the time being. With a follow-up stun from Sumail, they'll chain lock him to death. And Nisha couldn't even get in there to finish off Taiga or any of the other low heroes, they're going to still have their RP. They blow that on Nisha to ensure the 4th kill and a Roshan.
One horn will do the damage of two.
That'll be real dangerous. There goes a lot of the damage of Liquid.
And we've discussed the itemization. It's all magical focused because they weren't counting on PA being a problem for some time.
Cookie lands on a Yapzor, but Taiga is already dead. They're going to skewer on out before the Ice Blast could land, but here comes the reinforcements. Mickey and Sumail going for different targets here. Mickey really wanting the kill on the Phantom Assassin, throws down the Chronosphere for it. Koif on a sliver of HP, while Mickey trying to focus on Matumbaman, but he's got to go back. He's got to help out Sumail, who's currently caught by Yapzor with the epicenter. They throw out the ultimate. iNSaNiA is going to be able to give him that false promise to keep him alive, but Sumail, they're struggling to be able to stay on top of Team Secret. They're being kited around here constantly. The Cold Feet's going to be able to latch Sumail down. Now they can try and focus him down with the stun burrow strike and the Matumbaman damage. They are looking to be able to wipe Liquid here as Mickey's going to go for a high grab. TP out, just doesn't get it off in time. The Primal Roar, and now there's going to be a burrow strike. Mickey very likely to die here a second time. Oop, gets popped down to low ground, but it doesn't matter. A team wipe, Team Secret turning the whole game around.
Yeah, they're playing flawlessly.
Trying to find it. Heading up to top lane real quick, seeing if they can find Sumail. Sumail, he's got a Yule Scepter. He can certainly buy himself some time, but he may need to get it off now. Oh, the false promise barely saving him. The Essence Ring turnaround. Now they're going to be able to blow up Yapzor. Sumail looking okay here for damage as he's going to be able to get the kill on Puppey as well. Heals up to full. Nisha does manage to catch backline support in iNSaNiA, but they're going to use the Chronosphere to be able to make sure Nisha pays for that kill. Gets a little bit of recompense for their captain. RP straight up on Matumbaman, and they're going to have lots of stuns to throw at him. No chance of being able to get off the BKB until perhaps it's too late. He holds on to it.
Seen Liquid take and not really utilize. This game doesn't get much easier for them as it continues.
And part of that has got to be what you were talking about very early on. Split push and vision control that Secret has, but it looks like they might just be able to find Yapzor here using the shard, the horn toss. Tossing him up in the air, skewering him on back. I don't know what state you want to call that, but like that is also very deadly when you do so much time.
That's true.
Because even just to have a second is like, oh, hey, 2 crits, you're dead. Taiga opens with the chain stun combo onto Matumbaman. Matumbaman getting RP'd as well. They need a little bit more, and they've got him. That's going to be the Aegis. It cost them a lot, but now they can go for the Chronosphere and left side. He interrupts it. Managed to get the Primal Roar before the Chrono, but it's going to be saved by the False Promise, and it's even better Chrono than it was before. The BKB is out from Matumbaman, and it's buying him a little bit of time, and he goes for the execution onto Sumail. Jumps onto him, barely. Just a little bit of HP. He needed a little bit more, but the stuns are raining in. The BKB is out. Nisha goes for the kill instead. But the Oracle, he saved Sumail's life, kept him alive, traded his life for his cores. Matumbaman gets caught in a crazy opening from Taiga. And now they're going to look for a few more kills if possible. A little slowed down here, but they do have the Blink Dagger from Taiga. Eventually they'll catch up. Eventually they'll kill Puppey here. And I'm thinking Zai might want to leave, but he's actually going to turn and fight potentially. Primal Roar goes out. Nisha, he's coming in from the side here.
iNSaNiA to a neutral creep. Back.
Once again, they're trying to do all this one without Matumbaman, and the Hex comes in clutch for Sumail. The epicenter might just be enough to get the kill to quit. Every single time, Secret, they're so close, but now Zai's dead. He's going to join the rest of his team in the grave. That is going to be 5+ wiped off the map, and plus Ice Blast. That is very scary. So Liquid may just be content with forcing one buyback and saying, okay, let's just go for barracks now. The Primal Roar, force staff getting him away. Cookie as well. Ice Blast is going to clip him, but it doesn't matter. They already undid the damage of Matumbaman. And Mickey, you could tell he's feeling very confident as he pushes forward. They're going to be able to clean up Zai, a dive back for him. Matumbaman all in onto Sumail, almost gets him again, but a Yule Scepter. Sumail does end up dying, but it's a 2-man RP. Mickey starts going to work, already bringing down with a nice chain stun coming out from Taiga. The Cookie and the Shard is on point from this man. Liquid will take the first game against Team Secret.
Oh my god, and credit to the man. We're staring at his stomach right now, but Liquid fans, be thankful that you were able to ride on his back, because Taiga somehow starts off a fight that really they have no business winning. You said Satanic, PA free